Good evening to everybody. How's everybody doing? Oscar Blue right here, live from the limitations of Playas de Tijuana. You see the border wall right here. One of the things that I wanted to tell you is that the CBP agents, of the Customs and Border agents, they just did a simulation of operation to try to protect basically, their border. Ultimately, you think that this is going to be a little bit different in terms to who is working with. Now, you will see right here that they are also the National Guard of Mexico working in one particular place that is located where there are possibly, in some way, migrants were going across in an irregular fashion. So I will change the camera so you guys can see how the National Guard, it is working right here, in particular in the border wall. Let us walk just right here. National Guard protecting this side. And I will just walk real fast all the way to the end so you guys can understand that this side of this wall is close to Playas de Tijuana. But now you see that National Guard agents, they send them over here to protect this side of the wall in case they saw a breach or in case they saw that they were going to come in an irregular fashion. On the other side, on the back side, you will see some metal plates. That is the new wall that they are going to put right here in one particular way. But ultimately, now let's go all the way to the back, and you're going to see more National Guard officials of the Mexican National Guard, in a way keeping guard of this particular place. As we just came from a simulation of operation that the CBP agents did, this in terms to Title 42 coming down, Title 8 reinforcing. Now you're going to see more National Guard agents right here standing on this particular side. You'll see them all the way to the back right there. See them all the way to the back right there. They're basically keeping guard. It's cold. It's really cold. So you see more National Guard officials right here on this particular side. Let me get a little bit closer so you guys can understand what it is, the current situation with one National Guard, another National Guard official. This is extremely important for everybody to know and to understand how. Look, there's a police officer right here. Buenas noches, buenas noches, buenas noches. Practically guarding this side for a potential breach. That is what they're doing. You won't see anything going down there. But this is, this is what a lot of the media doesn't say. In particular, the National Guard officials right now, I don't know if they're working with CBP, I don't know if they're not. But ultimately, they're keeping communication between each other. As I never seen this, them standing at this particular side of the wall, guarding this side in case of a potential breach. This is one of the things that, we need to highlight in terms to the Mexican National Guard also trying to do their best to help into this mass migration that is occurring into different areas that they're crossing ultimately into the United States of America. So I just wanted to highlight that and to bring you guys this to light, that not only CBP agents that were doing drills and simulation practices in terms to SWAT and all this kind of stuff, but also you will see the National Guard trying to do their National Guard of Mexico, trying to do the best that they can for protection of their border wall on the other side of Mexico. So it's kind of like there might have been a communication between both governments in terms of trying to do something about it. Let's see, there's another unit of police officer coming right here on this side, and it has to, you see this consistent going back and forth of this current situation because of Title 42 and Title 8. So I wanted to just bring you guys that to light, both authorities working simultaneously together. This was one of the most intense points of breach back in the day, back in 2018, back in 2019. They were crossing consistently and massively to this side, and now they have deployed some National Guard agents from the Mexican National Guard to try to keep guard in the event of a potential breach and through this particular side. But you will see that migrants are on the other side of this mountain, scattered, like around 300 of them. It's cold tonight. You have pregnant women, you have kids right now sleeping on the floor waiting to be attended for the case of refugee and asylum. They don't want this to continue. People stranded, people waiting, people starving, people waiting for food, waiting for water. It is a complication. It is something that is not normal, and it's something that needs to stop, and it needs to stop happening. I'm Oscar Blue for Real America's Voice News, live from one of the parts of the wall right here next to the United States of America. So this is important information for every single one of you. So the Mexican National Guard also doing their job on their side on, on communication with the CBP agents. I don't know how you want to call it. You have another unit coming from the National Guard. Look at that. So it's not a lie. Got National Guard officials coming in. That is a unit coming with more people, particularly, just trying to keep guard of ultimately this side of the wall. This due to Title 42 coming down and Title 8 entitlement rising. That Title 8 has always been there. But nice talking to you guys tonight. Hope that you guys have a blessed night. God bless you. Stay safe. And like we always say, peace and love. And always, always your country's first. God bless.